What's the most ridiculous way someone sued airline for arriving early? I booked a flight to visit my cousin for spring break. The ticket said we'd land at 3 p.m., which was perfect timing since Desmond got off work at 4. He could pick me up. We'd grab food, maybe hit the mall, normal cousin stuff. I packed my bags, got to the airport early, went through security with zero drama. Everything was going smooth. We boarded on time. I found my seat, shoved my backpack under the chair, and settled in. The plane took off right on schedule. No turbulence, no crying babies, no weird smells. I pulled out my laptop because I had this massive project due at midnight, worth 30% of my grade. I'd been putting it off all week like the responsible student I am, so the flight was my last chance to finish it. I had it all planned out. 3-hour flight, 2.5 hours of work, land with time to spare. Perfect. Then the pilot came on the speaker. Good news, folks. We've got excellent wind conditions today, so we'll be arriving about 45 minutes ahead of schedule. Everyone around me smiled like this was a blessing. I sat there frozen, 45 minutes early. That wasn't good news. That was a scheduling nightmare wrapped in aviation efficiency. I immediately texted Desmond. Yo, we're landing at 2:15. Can you leave work early? He texted back, no way. Boss is strict about that. You'll have to wait. Great. So now I'm stuck at the airport for over an hour with no ride. But that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was my project. I'd budgeted my time based on a 3-hour flight. Now I only had 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I still had like 40% of the project left to finish. I tried working faster, but my brain doesn't do faster. My brain does decent or panic mode, and panic mode produces garbage. We landed at 2:17 p.m. I was still on page 6 of an 8-page report. I grabbed my stuff, sprinted to the baggage claim, found a bench, and tried to keep working. But the airport Wi-Fi was slower than my will to live. It took me 10 minutes just to log into the submission portal. By the time I finally uploaded my project, it was 12:20 a.m. 20 minutes late, automatic 0. 30% of my grade gone, because the plane arrived early. I sat there staring at my laptop screen like I'd just been scammed by the universe. Desmond picked me up an hour later, and I was still fuming. He asked what was wrong, and I told him the whole story. He laughed. Bro, you're mad the plane was early? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It messed up my entire schedule. Then maybe don't wait until the last second to do your project. Rude, but fair. Still, I couldn't let it go.